Today is the 4th of May, and this is my next instalment of my guitar extended project. That light seems a bit... yeah, that's right. I mean, you don't have to see me anyway, just need to hear what I'm playing. So this week I haven't... well, I've been revising a lot, like loads, because my exams are obviously start next Monday. So yeah, it's really getting down into the work, like knuckling down. So I haven't really had time to do a lot of new stuff. I have, however, because the old songs that I was playing, I kept showing you to show my like development of skill. They were getting a bit boring, so I went and looked up some tabs for some songs. I looked up some of my favourite songs, like rock songs, all of which were extremely hard to play, except two, which I found. One of them I found myself, and another one my friend recommended to me because he knew that I was teaching myself guitar, and he did as well. So he recommended me a song. But before we go into the new stuff, I will play House of the Rising Sun again, which I haven't played that much, so it might not be much different from last time. Might even be worse. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many poor boys, and God knows I'm one. Okay, so the next song I learned, well, part of the song I learned, this is the only bit I could really learn within this week. The rest of it seemed a bit crazy. But yeah, this is quite an easy one actually. It's the Black Keys, Lonely Boy. So yeah, that's what I've learnt of it. Quite like that actually. Quite like that song. I think the rest of it's just chords and stuff. But obviously, it would be nice to learn like one song and just be able to play it. It's an 8-minute long song, so obviously I'm not going to play all of it. But there's this one little bar that's just repeated over and over and over and over again the whole 8 minutes. Obviously, I'm not going to play it for 8 minutes, but I'll just play it a few times. But the reason I like it is just because it just keeps going, and there's this kind of progression with the song. You've got different instruments come in, and you've got like a bass coming in, you've got drums coming in, you've got singer coming in. So that's why I like it. But yeah, it's tuned to drop D, so you have to bear with me while I try and tune my guitar. That sounds alright actually. Okay, so, but yeah, it's very repetitive. I quite like it though. It's just quite simple. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's basically it. It's just all you do is it's the first time I've actually like ventured to this part of the guitar before. You go all the way down to the 5th fret, and you form what looks like a D chord, but obviously not on the same strings. And you just play those 3 strings, just those 3 strings, and you move all the way up to the 1st. No, you don't. You play an open string, and then you play first fretted one, and then followed by 2 D strings. It used to be the E string, but I tuned it to drop D, so this is a D string just like that one. So yeah, it's very simple. But I quite like it, to be honest, even though it's quite easy to play. There's 2 things that I've learned actually, just one thing that I've learned of the 2 songs that I've learned. It's that the guitar players that are playing it professionally, obviously because they're professionals, but they play it so fast. Like the tempo I was doing was probably only about half the speed that they actually do in the song, but that's about as fast as I could go, really, as fast as I could go. But yeah, is that got a bit repetitive, so I kind of played around it a little bit to get the ideas flowing, maybe to think about my composed piece. So what I thought I could do, instead of playing that chord, I'd use the D string instead. Well, I'll show you what I mean as opposed to trying to explain it. So yeah, it's very simple and very similar to the oxygen bar, but it's like that kind of progression that I like, instead of just one bar over and over and over, using 4 different bars just to kind of progress. So you're using the D first on the 3rd fret, then after you've played you go into the 2nd fret and the 1st fret, and then just an open D. But yeah, I mean, it's not really the craziest to showcase the skills that I've already developed, but just thought it sounded quite kind of cool. And also there was another one which also very similar, very simple. I was just kind of playing around with it a bit. See if I can remember. Actually, I only played it a few times. When you get these ideas in your head, you usually forget them the next time you play. But yeah, I think this is what it was like. You have to bear with me, but yeah. So 3, 2, 1. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it was actually. I kind of remembered it when I started to play it. But yeah, as you heard, it's very simple, but I just thought it was quite nice. Like not really for my final piece, because all I'm really doing is well, I'm not even fretting anything for the first few bars. I'm just using the open A and the open D. This is in drop D tuning, by the way. But yeah, I'm using the open A and open D. And something that I've always liked is this kind of using the guitar, the body of the guitar as a drum, basically. You get this nice kind of I don't know, like a beat almost, if you like. But yeah, I just thought it was quite nice. And then after I played those 2 open strings, I form 2/3 of an A chord. I don't know why. I think, to be honest, it wouldn't make any difference if I do form an A chord, because I'm using these top 2 strings anyway. But I'm forming this A chord with only these 2 fingers here, as opposed to this index finger on the D string as well. Just taking that off and forming an A one, and then just plucking the appropriate string, and then the bottom 3 strings after. The only thing is, it's not, but I'm not playing them one after the other at the same time in between. I'm just kind of mixing it up a bit because I think it sounds cool. But yeah, that's something I have to look into. Like, I don't really know if I should be doing that. It seems as though I'm kind of breaking the rules of playing a guitar. This A string also, after I've done that for 4 bars, I'll play, just strum the chord out, which sounds quite nice. I haven't really tried with the A actually. I'll see what it sounds like with an A. Yeah, it's very similar. It's obviously a bit more closed because I'm holding another string down. I think I like that. I like that one a bit more. It sounds more open. It sounds a bit nicer to my ears anyway. But yeah, that's what I've learned this week. I doubt I'll be learning much more in the near future because I've got 3-4 weeks of exams coming up. But obviously after that, this will be my main focus. I'll come home after college and just jam out on the guitar.